Yes, so good evening, my people. How in a day? Thank you for joining me again on this special edition of the Jagbanjatis Show, brought to you live by Yeti's Kitchen. Emma Bami Pero Soko. Please, as you are coming in, kindly share this show on your platform. Invite somebody to invite somebody to invite somebody to invite somebody. Mori ẹ̀yin tèmi, Abisi baby. Good to have you on the show tonight, my sister. Mrs. Vogue Iyawe. Yao. Thanks for connecting. Abiola. I see you, Jesus baby. Fumi Alayo. Ìyàwó ọlọ́wọ́ ṣíbí. Ẹ̀gbọ́n mo rí yín o. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for joining tonight. Alẹ́ máa lẹ́tìkẹ́ o, a máa gbádùn ara wa. Àṣírí ayé la tún fẹ́ bẹ́ fúnra wa lálẹ́. Thank you for joining. Wherever you are connecting from, mo kí gbogbo yín o. Mojúbà ọmọdé, mojúbà àgbà, mojúbà ọkùnrin, mojúbà obìnrin o. Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin ládéládé tẹ́ wà níjókòó, mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin ìjòyè. Mo kí àgbàlagbà, mo kí ọmọdé o. Pàápàá jùlọ júbà lọ́wọ́ Ìdùmarè. Ọba mi tó ní kọ́kọ́rọ́ ọjọ́ lọ́wọ́, òjì kùtùkùtù fàṣọlá bora ọba mi jìnwìnjìnwìn ìlẹ̀kẹ̀. Òun la gbọ́n rí kọjá ọgbọ́n. Ọba tó tayọ ìmọ̀. Ìbà ẹni náà tí kì í bẹ́nikẹ́ni ṣàpapín ògo Ọọ̀ni àgbà tó ní gbogbo ilẹ̀kílẹ̀. Ojúbà orí mi tí ò gbàgbọ́. Orí tí ò takò mí. Orí tí ò jẹ́ kọ́wọ́ ayé ó mú mi. Orí tó ń gbè mí níjà lọ́jọ́ gbogbo. Mo ṣèbà lálẹ́ ẹjọ́ oyè mi kalẹ̀ o. Yes, my people. Turn to somebody on your right and say, neighbor, I'm happy to see you tonight. Turn to somebody else on your left and say, neighbor, you are welcome to Jagbanjatis Show tonight. Jagbanjatis Little, brought to you by Yeti's Kitchen. Àwọn ń ṣe yàtì èmi ń sọ bòtò. Àwọn méjèèjì wá parapọ̀. Àwa ní ká máa sọ nonsense. A tún fẹ́ tọwọ́ bọ nǹkan lálẹ́ yìí. A tún fẹ́ tọwọ́ bọ nǹkan. A máa tọwọ́ bọ nǹkan. We are here tonight to finger another issue. Yeah. Ẹ má ti jẹ́ ń lọ go level yẹn. Let me quickly get to the commercial room, and by the time we'll come back, màá la gbogbo ẹ̀ lẹ̀ gbogbo nǹkan tá a máa tọwọ́ bọ̀ gbogbo ẹ̀ ni mo máa là á lẹ̀ fún yín lálẹ́. But first and foremost, let's get to Yeti's Kitchen and shout out our sponsor. Yeti's Kitchen is situated in the city of Manchester, but they serve the whole of UK. So wherever you are, place your order and you will have it delivered right to your doorstep. You can contact them for all your catering needs. If you have events you need to cater for, wedding, birthday, kids party, garden party, anything, just give them a call. Explain to them what you require, and they will sort you out. Also, for those who run a busy schedule and they don't have time to cook, you can contact them for your bulk orders. Wọ́n bá yín ṣe ọbẹ̀, tẹ́ máa dish sínú freezer. Ẹ dẹ̀ máa jẹ sandwich tẹ́ ń jẹ yẹn, sandwich tútù tẹ́ ń jẹ kiri ilé ayé yẹn, oníkun yín ṣe ń wú. Ẹ jẹ oúnjẹ gidi o, káyé yín lè nítumọ̀. All right, engineer, are you ready for me? Let's go. Yeti's Kitchen. Yes, okay.
Yeti's Kitchen, ilé oúnjẹ àrà ọ̀tọ̀ tó kalẹ̀ sílùú Manchester. Chilled out Afro and English fusion bar with great food, music and movies. Kò sí irú oúnjẹ tẹ́ fẹ́ tẹ́ ò bá lọ́dọ̀ wọn. Serving the best fusion of African and English delicacies bíi jollof rice, ẹ̀wà àgànyìn, ẹ̀fọ́ rírò, jerk chicken, suya, ayamashi, goat pepper soup, bọ́gà lóríṣiríṣi àti àwọn ọtí ọlọ́kan òjọ̀kan. Bẹ́ẹ̀ bá ṣe fẹ́ sí ni, eating, takeaway or delivery gbogbo ẹ̀ ló bá wọn lára mu. Oríṣiríṣi ètò ìgbádùn ni wọ́n sì ń ṣe lọ́dọ̀ wọn bíi movie night, live jazz music, game night àti Lego play area for children to relax while you eat. Their opening times are Monday to Sunday, 1 p.m. to 9 p.m. Address one, 299 Liverpool Road, Eccles, Manchester, M300QN. Telephone 0161 706 0062 tàbí 074 603 53448. Ẹ tún lè kàn sí wọn lórí email wọn ní food@yetiskitchen.com. For more information, visit their website www.yetiskitchen.com. Yeti's Kitchen, the best Afro-British restaurant in Manchester.
Yes, my people, I'm back and ready for the show. My sister is asking what we want to finger tonight. Malale. Máa ṣí gbogbo ohun tá a máa tọwọ́ bọ̀ lálẹ́ sí. Ẹ má corrupt mi jàre. Corrupt mi jàre. Olúwa ń ṣe gbogbo ìjọba ọ̀run mò ń lé jàre, please. Ẹ má dìré mi. Let me focus. Àwọn kan ti yọwọ́ nínú heavenly race báyìí, mi sì wà ńbẹ̀. Ẹ jẹ́ n focus ẹ jọ̀ọ́. Right. Special thanks to Yeti's Kitchen for sponsoring this show, and kò ní sú wọn, kò ní rẹ̀ wọ́n, wà tàjèrè wọn á máa tà o. If you find yourself in Manchester, please just pop into the restaurant. The address is there on the screen. Get the address, get the telephone number, give them a call, and pop in at 299 Liverpool Street, Eccles, Manchester, M300QN. Wọ́n á tọ́jú ẹ̀ yàtọ̀. Àwọn kan ti lọ lórí ètò ìtàn dẹ̀ padà wá jẹ́rìí. So you will also come back to testify. The book put together by Chef Yeti, African Vegan, is still very much on sale. It contains healthy recipes of several dishes from Africa, Nigeria, all over the world that you can prepare yourself. So please contact them via their website and you can get a copy. Right. Kí mo gbé wá lálẹ́ yìí? The topic for tonight's discussion is what I titled The Science of Happiness. The science of happiness. Science basically just means, study. Study of something. So tonight, I fẹ́ tú happiness, I fẹ́ tú palẹ̀. Like I always say, I'm not on this show to prove Mr. Intelligent. I'm not here to form professor this or professor that. Most of the things I come on this platform to share are from my personal meditations and, experience. Èmi náà ń wá nǹkan kan ni mo ṣe ń kàn wọ́n. Ayé mi dojúrú ńgbà kan. Things were really tough. I wasn't in control of nothing. Life was dragging me here and there. So it got to a point I have to look at everything in the face. I had to say, you know what? Enough. And that journey started, after my second suicide attempt. The second suicide attempt was in 2014. So after I recovered, I told myself, I don't want to go back to that level anymore. I don't want to go back to that point anymore. I need to figure out what my problems are. And maybe I should mention here, I've said it before, when, suicide was rampant and everyone was going sniper and one Bella to bridge in one coast, and people were like, no, they should not allow, they should not sell sniper again, they should not do this, they should not. I said, look, there are 1,001 ways to die. Do you want to go and barricade the whole bridge? Do you want to, whatever thing you do, there are several ways people can, end their lives. And suicide should not be the option. It should not be the focus, but rather things I call the triggers. Suicide is just the last step that somebody who has lost the battle will take. It's like a warrior, a brave man falling on his own sword. What is jar? It's a battle of the mind. What is jar? And after they've realized that they've lost the battle, that's when they take that final step. So people will say, people who commit suicide are selfish, they're this, they're that. Nah. What you don't know, you don't know. What you don't know, you don't know. Yeah, my sister Dayo Elori, thank you for connecting tonight. You really, really pushed me to bring this discussion on the show. Remember, you pushed me, and I told you I would see to it. So here we are, and I'm blessed that you're on the show tonight. We will go deeper than what I've said before, because one thing is, these days people don't have that our attention span now has been shortened. People can't read anything that is too long, so you have to find a way to compress whatever message you want to pass across so that people can read it quickly and digest it. So there are so many things I couldn't put in my earlier write-up that I'll be able to touch up tonight. So I will want as many people as possible to connect on this show, because it's going to help a lot of people. This topic, happiness, is problem wa káàkiri ayé gan, an issues, but nǹkan tá ń wá lọ sí ṣòkòtò àpò ṣòkòtò wa ló wà. So perhaps tonight's show will help some people have a change of perspective, and then and reorder their life, and get back on track. So please share this on your platform. Invite somebody. Just bless a soul by just spreading the word. Let as many people as possible connect, and I promise you, kò sẹ́ni tó máa gbọ́ anything lálẹ́ tí táyé ẹ̀ máa wà the same, because I'm coming from the deepest of the deepest hole. Ibẹ̀ mo ti wá. And gbogbo bí mo ṣe rìnrìn mi jáde, gbogbo bí mo ṣe rìn is what I will share tonight. Nǹkan tí mo rí is what I will share tonight. My sister says today is International Day Against Suicide. Oh, really? Wow. So it's very timely then. Very, very, very timely. I don't even know. Thanks for bringing that up. Right. Kini mo ń sọ lọ. So yeah, coming from that deep. Oríṣiríṣi àwọn nǹkan ni mo rìn. I told myself there are certain things I need to understand. Few of the principles I've shared on this show, we've covered on this show, and what we're going to discuss tonight is also part of what I found out, and which I've applied over time, and it has helped me. So might not be there yet, but and that's why I'm 100% certain that tonight's show will help somebody. Thanks for connecting tonight. Right, so let's start. Like I always do, let's start from the bottom. Bottom. Ká lọ sí ìpìlẹ̀ gangan. What is happiness? Who can define happiness? Anybody? Please put in the comment section your own definition of happiness. Let's make this interactive tonight, because this show does not exclude anyone. Tí mo bá dẹ̀ ṣe ń drop àwọn rẹ́mà yẹn tó bá ṣe ń bà yín, ẹ máa da love bullet fún mi o. Ẹ jẹ́ kí Facebook kan mọ̀ pé àwọn kan lo love button lálẹ́. Let's smash that button. Kí Facebook kan kí Mark gan pè pé kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ níbo ló ti ń tẹ̀ tó yẹn. Right. Nobody is giving me any definition of happiness, so well, I don't blame anybody if you can't define happiness. I don't blame you, because the definition of happiness is ambiguous. Okay, the comments are coming in. Yes. Mommy Gio, Yao Gio. One, happiness to me is a feeling of satisfaction. Satisfaction, of what? Satisfaction from what? Satisfaction from what? You are not ending it. It's still very ambiguous. Satisfied. What from what? Happiness is what you personally perceive it to be. Happiness is being you with your full chest. Okay. Happiness is what I love doing. Okay, what you love doing. Okay. So from 1, 2, 3, from the 3 people who have contributed so far, my sister that already says highness. Okay, well. So from definitions I've had so far, kò sí kankan tó bára mu. which leads to the which leads to why I said happiness as a word is ambiguous. The definition varies from person to person, from place to place, from religion to religion, and stuff like that. So it's a kind of it's an elusive state, such that the closer you think you are getting to it, the farther you are away from it. And this is down to several factors, which we will consider tonight. But I won't give you the definition I came about until later in the discussion. So for now, I'm trying to paint a picture, so we can all agree that happiness is difficult to define, and it's an elusive state that it seems impossible to reach. So gbogbo wa ti ní agreement on that point, which is the situation that everyone in the world is going through. People say they are happy. Are they really happy? Back in the days, discussions like this is what is prevalent, and which pushes people towards that part of self-discovery, to find out about yourself. But today, it's the easy way out. They've discovered mind-altering drugs that takes people into that mood. It's not natural, and I can tell you for free that those drugs don't work. Bafagbo wà kàn high, wà kàn máa rẹ́rìn. Ṣùgbọ́n pò ń rẹ́rìn yẹn, pò high yẹn, it doesn't mean you are happy. It's the effect of the drug. It has altered your mood artificially. I know that in the time, tó bá ti ṣiṣẹ́ di time kan á wear out. Òun lè ṣe ráwọn kan, kò sí anytime tẹ́ ẹ bá rí wọn, mo forúkọ bò wọ́n láṣìírí. Wọ́n igbó wà lọ́wọ́, wọ́n tanná sí wọn, tanná sí. They must hold something. Wọ́n ti di addict already. Kò dẹ̀ sí wọn bá àmúdè ní dọ̀la. That doesn't bring them to that state of happiness. So, but what I want you to know is that there are some elements that makes up happiness. There are some elements that makes up happiness. So when we say happiness, we're talking of a combination of three main elements. So, number one element is what I call, or what is called, the pleasant life. Two is what is called the good life. And the third one is what is called the meaningful life. These three distinct elements makes up happiness. So, for you to be happy, you must find a set within these three elements. So, ẹ̀yin tó rí yín sì pè ní mathematics, ẹ mọ̀ tán pè ní set. Tán bá ti gbé nǹkan mẹ́ta or mẹ́rin papọ̀, ibi tí mẹ́tẹ̀ẹ̀ta bá ti form tó ti papọ̀ yẹn, that center, ibẹ̀ ni wọ́n pè ní set. So when you can find a set of these three elements, then you can say you have reached or you are happy. So when we talk of pleasant life, what are we talking about? We're talking of you enjoying the daily pleasures, You have a good house, you live in a good environment, you can afford whatever luxuries your heart desires, you eat in good restaurants, you go on holiday and things like that. That is pleasant life. It is one element of happiness. 2 is good life. And this is where you are able to reach, discover your skills, discover your talent, and you are able to use it to attain success for yourself. Then you can say you have a good life. Where you make that self-discovery of yourself. This is who I am. This is my skills and ability, and then you are able to use it, to make a success of yourself. Then we can say you have a good life. So that is the second element of happiness. And then the third one is meaningful life. So meaningful life is where you have discovered your purpose in life. And you are now at that point where you are using that purpose to serve humanity, to serve the greater benefit of others. It's no longer about you now. It's about what you can do for other people. That is meaningful life. You discover your purpose in life and you are able to be of benefit to other people. So, pleasant life, good life, meaningful life. These are the 3 elements of happiness. And when you can find a fit within these 3 elements, that is when you can say you have reached that point of happiness. When you have a fit of these 3 elements. Right. Let's look at some, because I've been seeing some comment here, which obviously is the next thing I'm going to open up. There are certain things that we think when we have achieved, then we think we will be happy. Gbogbo kini ẹ mo máa fẹ́ ká wò lẹ́ẹ̀kọ̀ọ̀kan. These are the factors connected to happiness. So my sister here says, it could be career, success, union with another, education. It could be anything. So these are factors connected to happiness. And she says again, abeg make I pack my bag and go live in a remote life in the countryside. Look after my chickens and a few goats. So this is another element, optimism, thinking if I can get this, I will be happy. If I can become this, I will be happy. But we will get there, and I'll explain to you how many have gotten there, and the feeling is only temporal before you return back to your normal base level of happiness. We will get there. So what are some of the factors connected to happiness? Number 1, money. Àwọn motivational speaker come around sọ fún ẹ pé money cannot buy happiness. Oh boy, na lie o. Ẹ má jẹ́ àtànra wa. Because lórí show yìí àwa ò kí ń parọ́. A kì í parọ́ lórí show yìí. Òótọ́ la máa sọ. But tá bá sòótọ́ yẹn náà, a máa balance ẹ̀. So, does money really make people happy? The answer is yes, but it has some caveat to it. It's not long lasting. Of course, you get some satisfaction, you get some, level of happiness when you have money and you can, get anything your heart desires. But at the end of the day, we see people who are very wealthy still committing suicide. We see them still, dying of overdose. So we can see that owó náà níbi tó máa mọ tójú àti ti owó. We're talking of sustained happiness, not one where after a while you are back to that, state of unhappiness again. But there's no denying the fact that yes, money gives some level of happiness. Another factor, family and social relationship. Some people believe, when I get married and I have my kids, I will be happy, blah, blah, blah. Yes, you are happy on your wedding day. You are happy at the birth of your child or children. But then, Tobaya, you begin to see these same things that won't cause you happiness start to cause you discomfort or inconvenience. You look around you and you see people who are single and how they can live their life, and you envy them. You see people who don't have kids, who can make, decisions on the spot, who can move around without thinking of and you begin to see your children as like burden in your life. But there is no denying the fact that to an extent, family and social relationship gives you some level of happiness. Some people cannot afford to live lonely lives, and some people can live alone. When they die, so to some people, having family or friends or whatever thing like that won't, give them that level of happiness because they can live alone. But we can't deny the fact that this is a factor connected to happiness. To some, they talk about education, employment, having good jobs, and getting good education. Yes, we can't deny this fact. It's a valid point. It's a valid factor that is connected to happiness. Because when you are well educated, you are well set up to have a good job. And when you have a good job, you earn well, you can live a good life. So we can see that, yes, there's some level of connection between education, having good job, with happiness. But the question is, after you've gotten the job and the pressure of the job gets to you, where do you return to? Where do you return to? And also, can we argue that you've never come across people who are not educated but are successful and happy. So that also tells you something that, well, while this is a connected um, factor to happiness, it's still limited. It still doesn't give you that sustained joy and contentment. What about religion? Because people always want something to hold on to believe. Yes, religion to some extent gives some people happiness, but I call this false happiness. It's like it's similar. That kind of happiness is you get from religion is similar to the one you get from people who take drugs. Religion is just like you taking opium, because when you look at it, where do you find the most religious people? Poor countries. Poor countries. So they go to for I used to work with a colleague um, several years back. He doesn't believe in all this religion and whatever stuff like that. So several times he will come to my desk and say, "Oh, especially on Monday, he will say, "Oh, how was service yesterday? How is God? Did he say you should be greeting me? How is God? Is he okay? Is everything all right?" I say yes. He will go and come back. He will say, "AK, you are a very intelligent boy. I know you. You are very smart. You are very intelligent. But I don't understand why you go to somewhere and they make you feel good. I know now you are good. You are pumped up." So he will leave me. On Wednesday, he will come back. By that time, already pressure of work and everything is getting into me. I'm getting deflated already. You can see in my mood. He will come back and say, "AK, you okay? God, okay? Everybody okay? I can see you are a bit down." It's finished, you know. Then we'll have another service, midweek service. You get pumped up again. That one will last you till Friday. You go for vigil. That one will last you till Sunday. You go for Sunday service. That one will last you till Wednesday again. Just like that. But then we have countries like Japan that are not religious. But Japan is the best country in the world. Their passport is the strongest passport in the world. We have countries that are not so religious, but they are ranked as where they have the most happy people in the world. So at the end of the day, this is also an element that is linked to happiness. But from what I've said so far, you will see that um, it's just here and there. It's just here and there. What about culture? There are cultures that are repressive, and there are cultures that make you proud. So this too is neither here nor there. What about living conditions of um, the country you're residing? You have some countries like Denmark, Sweden. They are ranked as the happiest place you can live on earth. But are you saying there are people who are living in those countries that are you saying there are no people living in those countries that are unhappy? Sure, living condition of a country helps towards the happiness of people. It's true. Look at Nigeria. Everybody's angry. Good morning. What's good about the money? Give me phone. Every little thing. Ijani. Because people are just angry by default. Because ìlú le around kan everybody. But you get to another country, tán bá jí láàárọ̀ wọn á kọ́ máa já lọ fún work. Àwọn eré tó ń ṣe wà máa wá pé wẹ́ ẹ̀yin ti yó tán lẹ ṣe ń ṣe bẹ́kùnbẹ́kùn. Ìrònú ò papọ̀. So yes, to an extent, the living condition of a country is also a factor linked with happiness. But there are people living in the most happiest place you can live on earth that are still unhappy. So this too is not the all in all that give you that sustained level of happiness. Now let's look at life events. There are things that happens to us in the course of our journey in life that gives us some high and sometimes give us low. That's life. When we make success, graduation from school, you are high, you are happy. But then what happened is, after a while, you get used to that. Yes, graduation, you have to graduate. Kò síṣẹ́, kí tiẹ̀ certificate wà fún gan, and stuff like that. You revert back to another state of unhappiness. You've seen, people bought houses, they're happy, blah, blah, blah. After a while, they settle into the house, it becomes normal. And then the stress of bills and everything, they begin to see the house and ṣé pé lè ló máa gbẹ̀mí mi báyìí, kò tiẹ̀ wá sísinmi. There are so many people who are living who bought big houses, mansions, but they can't live it. They don't even sleep in it. Because for them to be able to retain that house, they must be working almost round the clock. Kán tó lè máa rówó lé yẹn san, wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sinmi. So what's the point of having that kind of house? So that people can come around and say, ilé wọn tóbi gan, very beautiful house and everything. But ẹ sún bẹ gan. Ẹ ti become bossy kan. I heard of a couple who have their normal 9 to 5 jobs. But tán bá tún parí níbi iṣẹ́, tán darí bọ̀ tó yẹ kán máa darí bọ̀ nílé. Ọkọ á tún bẹ̀rẹ̀ Uber, ìyàwó á tún bẹ̀rẹ̀ Uber. Kí ló le tó bẹ́ẹ̀? Kí ló le tó bẹ́ẹ̀? Ọmọ kọ́mẹ́ǹtì ti yapa ń bí ṣá. Kọ́mẹ́ǹtì ti yapa. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n tiẹ̀ sáré go through some of his comments. Okay. While I do that, ẹ jẹ́ sáré wọ Yeti's Kitchen lọ. And shout out our sponsor while I can quickly run through some of his comments and pin up the ones that I find quite interesting. Engineer, dábòlẹ̀.
Yeti's Kitchen, ilé oúnjẹ àrà ọ̀tọ̀ tó kalẹ̀ sílùú Manchester. Chilled out Afro and English fusion bar with great food, music and movies. Kò sí oúnjẹ tẹ́ fẹ́ tẹ́ ò bá lọ́dọ̀ wọn. Serving the best fusion of African and English delicacies bíi jollof rice, ẹ̀wà àgànyìn, ẹ̀fọ́ rírò, jerk chicken, suya, ayamashi, goat pepper soup, bọ́gà lóríṣiríṣi àti àwọn ọtí ọlọ́kan òjọ̀kan. Bẹ́ẹ̀ bá ṣe fẹ́ sí ni, eating, takeaway or delivery gbogbo ẹ̀ ló bá wọn lára mu. Oríṣiríṣi ètò ìgbádùn ni wọ́n sì ń ṣe lọ́dọ̀ wọn bíi movie night, live jazz music, game night, àti Lego play area for children to relax while you eat. Their opening times are Monday to Sunday, 1 p.m. to 9 p.m. Address money, 299 Liverpool Road, Eccles, Manchester, M300QN. Telephone 0161 706 0062 tàbí 074 603 53448. Ẹ tún lè kàn sí wọn lórí email wọn ní food@yetiskitchen.com. For more information, visit their website www.yetiskitchen.com. Yeti's Kitchen, the best Afro-British restaurant in Manchester.
Ladies and gentlemen, my pleasure to welcome our sponsor of this show tonight. Chef Yeti is on the show, ladies and gentlemen. That about me welcome Chef Yeti. Ẹ dá love bolẹ̀ fún. Ẹ dá love. Ẹ máa smash ẹ bẹ́ẹ̀. Ẹ máa smash ẹ bẹ́ẹ̀. Ẹ jẹ́ kó máa ru. Ẹ jẹ́ kí love yẹn máa ru. Kó máa ru. It's a wonderful thing, you know. She has done to keep this program running, and you know, we're sharing life, deep stuff, you know, that has helped many people and that will still help them. So I just appreciate him. Téèyàn bá ṣeré, ó yẹ ká sọ. This is a wonderful platform. Thank you very much, Chef Yeti. Ẹ̀kọ̀ọ̀kan ló máa ń yọjú once in a while, you know. It's a pleasure to have you tonight. Right. So people have made some, you know, important contribution. And then I find this really, really, you know, touching. Actually, I'm struggling with this topic. It's home truth, and it hit hard. I'm on my 3rd degree and feel like the next is PhD. Kábíyèsí Ọlọ́run. Well, yeah. I believe at the end of this show, you'll be delivered. Guarantee. Ẹ tú sílẹ̀. Right. So let me get on with it. Wàsó ló kù o. Ó ti bọ́ sí kanra báyìí. Wọ́n á ti ná wàsó tó kù lọ́wọ́ báyìí ọmọ. Kádà gbogbo yòókù sí rọ́ọ̀fù ni. Exchange rate yẹn ó ti bad jù. Ó ti bad jù. You know. So people are angry. So to an extent, you know, with this contribution, you agree with me that truly the living condition of countries also is a contributing factor to one state of happiness. But like I was saying, I was talking about life events. We've seen people who think, oh, when we win lottery, win lottery by gbogbo ìṣòro mi tán, everything ni gbogbo ayé mi níyànjú ni and stuff like that. Yes, you will win the lottery. You will have the money. You will celebrate. You will travel around the world. After that, what else? You will adjust to that state of being a millionaire. It doesn't thrill you anymore. And you are back to your baseline of happiness. So that thrill we feel when something good happens to us doesn't last long. Over time, that feeling gets eroded away and we are back to the base. You have a new job, you are happy, you are buzzing. After 1 month, the excitement is gone, and all you are feeling now is pressure. 6 months after, you are entering job site again. And then wabo mi o, and le wa baye mi je. Then wabo mi o. Or say owó yẹn ó dà pé owó yẹn ò tó. kò sí progression bí I want one where I have progression àtún bọ́ síbòmí. That's it. You have a child, inú ẹ̀ ń dùn, bàbá ọlọ́mọ ìyá ọlọ́mọ wọn máa kí ẹ all the time, you are happy all the time. Ọmọ yẹn sìn baby when you sneezing màmá ṣe lọ màmá ṣe bọ̀ màmá ṣe everything. Tó bá ti yá àkàn wá pé àti ẹ̀ lè jáde nísìnyí àti ẹ̀ lè everything ọmọ yìí gan sef in your heart of heart màmá wá pé bàdé ìbímọ ní gbogbo ilé ìwà òtí ẹ̀ ní ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ gan, you know. Tó bá ti yá ó ti lè jẹun jù wọ̀ bíà ní ẹ́, gbogbo ẹ̀ ti tán lé báyìí, kò tiẹ̀ sí nǹkan kan mọ́, gbogbo wà là ń ra milk, gbogbo wà là ń ra kinní kan kí ló dé gan. You're back to normal. You were once happy. That life event once gave you happiness, but it's gone. Likewise, on the other side, when bad things happen to us, we think, yes, our world has collapsed. You lost a job. Yes, you feel bad, you feel down, whatever. But after 2 days, 3 days, you encourage yourself and say, you know what? Ọmọ iṣẹ́ ló bọ́ ayé ò parẹ́, iṣẹ́ ló bọ́ ẹ̀mí ò bọ́ o. Wàá gbọ́nra nù. Let's continue again. You adjust to that new norm of not having a job, of being jobless. And then you pick up pieces of your life and move on again. You know? So, if possible, I would like to share an humbling and basic or not so significant experience that floored me and drove my mental health to a halt in recent time. Yes, I will give you the opportunity to join the show and, you know, share with us what you have. But ẹ jẹ́ kí n súnmọ́ what I want people to know tonight before I open up the platform for contributions from people. It will be good to hear from you because obviously somebody will be listening who will benefit from your true life experience. And hearing it from somebody else sometimes help us. Àrùn tó ń ṣàbọ̀yadé gbogbo ọlọ́ya ló ń ṣe o, ọ̀run yabọ̀ kò ń ṣọ̀rọ̀ ẹnìkan o, you know. So, and then you'll be able to encourage yourself and take the right steps for you to move on. Oftentimes we sit down, you know, in our sad states and think àwa nìkan là ń la kíní kọjá, why me ló ṣáà ń pariwo everyday. Kúkú bọ́ sí studio kó kọ CD why me kó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí tà, because yes, ó ti happen. Think of solution, pick up yourself, dust yourself, learn from the experience, grow through it. Don't just go through it, grow through it, and then move on with your life. You see, that is the right approach to when we have downtimes, because downtime will always come. But regardless of, you know, either of this life event that you experience, the feeling, it's not permanent. You would adjust to it and you will move on, which, you know, in some sense still doesn't give you that sustained level of happiness that you desire. Okay. Which other things do you know that people attach to happiness? If there's any other ones you feel I've not mentioned in my list, of course, you can please drop them in the comment section. But what I want you to know is just that these things are just emotional boosters. Let me just put it that way. They just boost our emotions, you know, um, for some time, for some period, and at the end of the day, the thrill dies down, and you are back to your baseline of happiness again. So it's just like somebody that has been in a dark room for a period of time, and then you come out, or one tunnel, you can't open your eyes directly to the light, but gradually walaju, and then your eyes and your brain adjust to that new bright environment, and then it's no longer bright to you, it's normal. So the reason why we feel that thrills when things happen, well, or when we feel down when bad event happen, is because we are coming from one state of emotion to another one quickly. Just like lottery, you don't know it will happen. Wọ́n kàn pé nọ́mbà ẹ̀ náà ló kàn ní pé nọ́mbà ẹ̀ ló gbà. Wà á kọ́kọ́ tó o bá ṣọ́ra gan lè kọ́kọ́ ní mental problem. Ní pé but after a while kò sí trim bẹ́ẹ̀ mọ́. O ti lówó, o ti travel lọ gbogbo, o ti tọ́ gbogbo ayé, o ti ra gbogbo nǹkan tó fẹ́ rà and everything like that. Nothing more. In fact, some people enter into a state of depression after they reach the peak. Tó bá ń padà bọ̀ nílẹ̀ báyìí, wọ́n máa wọ depression straight away. So these things are just emotional boosters. They don't give you that sustained joy and contentment that you can attain in happiness. Yes, truth, it's hard to grow through it when you know the downtime or hardship will happen again. Well, that's life. I'm still coming on this show to discuss the three constants in life: ire, ibi, àti ikú. There are three constants in life. Whether you like it or not, you will go through them. So you shouldn't get excited when good things happen, and you shouldn't feel threatened at the mention of bad events and things like that, because they will happen anyway. They are constant of life. You only need to know how to adjust or adapt to them when they happen. The cycle is numbing. The fact that it doesn't end makes it hard. Pick yourself up, keep going until when? Until the next downturn. Yes, but we will get there. So what I've been doing so far since the beginning of the show is to build up what we already know. What we already know is that you can't define happiness. We can't define happiness. It's difficult for us to define happiness. It's ambiguous. It's a state of it's like an elusive state. The closer you are to it, the farther you find yourself from it. And then we've talked about the three elements of that makes up happiness. Good life. I mentioned good life. I mentioned pleasant life. I mentioned meaningful life. You will only be happy when you can find a fit within these three elements, key element of happiness. But why are people not getting it? We will get there tonight. And also, I've tried to touch on factors that are linked to happiness, which will link to happiness. That tí n bá lówó, inú mi á dùn; tí n bá bímọ, inú mi á dùn; tí n bá marry, inú mi á dùn; tí n bá lè travel out, inú mi á dùn. I know to travel out. Look, I tell you this: when I was in Nigeria, as bad as things are, I never for once reached the point of suicide. As tough as things were, as stagnant as things were then. And I thought tí n bá fi lè dé lóyìnbó báyìí pé ọmọ life mi ó máa níyànjú ọ̀rọ̀ mi nǹkan kan máa change fún mi ni. Mo dé ìlú òyìnbó tí mo wò pé ibẹ̀ ni ọ̀rọ̀ mi ti máa níyànjú, ibẹ̀ gangan ni mo ti wá attempt suicide. The first one was in 2005 and the second time was in 2014. So you see, all these things will link to happiness. Do they really make us happy? Tí n bá tún kúrò níbi iṣẹ́, tí n bá tún lè gba degree eléyìí tí mo fi lè ṣe nǹkan, tó bá tún wọ ọbẹ̀ náà ńkọ́? Tó bá tún wọ̀ náà ńkọ́? Náà. Wàá tún padà sí base 1 or base 0 gan. So, what did I discover? How did I set myself free, or how did I come out of this vicious circle? Because the vicious circle, it's a vicious circle, never ending, like my sister said here. How did I bring myself out? How did I find that state of contentment? And that's what I want to share tonight. And this is where I will give you the definition of happiness. Before I do that, mo fẹ́ rí yín pé ń da love bolẹ̀ fún mi. Ẹ jẹ́ n sáré dé Yeti's kitchen. Mo gbé yín sí suspense. Mo gbé yín handicap. Mo gbé yín sí suspense. Mo mọ̀ pé you are eager to hear what I have to say. But ẹ farabalẹ̀. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n touch on yín. Let me make you salivate. Ẹ máa pọ́n screen yín la. Mo ń padà bọ̀.
Yeti's Kitchen, ilé oúnjẹ àrà ọ̀tọ̀ tó kalẹ̀ sílùú Manchester. Chilled out Afro and English fusion bar with great food, music and movies. Kò sí oúnjẹ tẹ́ fẹ́ tẹ́ ò bá lọ́dọ̀ wọn. Serving the best fusion of African and English delicacies bíi jollof rice, ẹ̀wà àgànyìn, ẹ̀fọ́ rírò, jerk chicken, suya, ayamashi, goat pepper soup, bọ́gà lóríṣiríṣi àti àwọn ọtí ọlọ́kan òjọ̀kan. Bẹ́ẹ̀ bá ṣe fẹ́ sí ni, eating, takeaway or delivery, gbogbo ẹ̀ ló bá wọn lára mu. Oríṣiríṣi ètò ìgbádùn ni wọ́n sì ń ṣe lọ́dọ̀ wọn bíi movie night, live jazz music, game night àti Lego play area for children to relax while you eat. Their opening times are Monday to Sunday, 1 p.m. to 9 p.m. Address money, 299 Liverpool Road, Eccles, Manchester, M300QN. Telephone 0161 706 0062 tàbí 074 603 53448. Ẹ tún lè kàn sí wọn lórí email wọn ní food@yetiskitchen.com. For more information, visit their website www.yetiskitchen.com. Yeti's Kitchen, the best Afro-British restaurant in Manchester.
Yes, so mo ti padà dé. Ẹ fẹ́ gbọ́ solution, wọ́n láwọn fẹ́ gbọ́ solution. Ó yá, ẹ jẹ́ kí n pin account number tẹ́ máa lọ sóò sídìí sí kí n tó fún yín ní solution. Tí bá ti rí alert yẹn tó ń wọlé, màá máa ju personalized solution, màá máa jù sí yín. Kẹ́ fi email address yín, kẹ́ fi síbẹ̀. Right. Let's go to what I think the way out is, or the way out that I found out and that has helped me. Don't forget, I'm not the Mr. Know or Hell. I'm not the professor. Ṣùgbọ́n wọ́n lọ́gbọ́n la fi ń ṣọgbọ́n o. Nǹkan ba èmi náà o. nǹkan bà mí o, ayé mi lọ́jú pọ̀ o, ṣùgbọ́n báwo mo ṣe rìn, báwo mo ṣe yọ́ ǹkọ̀ọ̀kan. How was I able to reach that point where mo lè sọ pé ọkàn balẹ̀? Ẹ jọ̀ọ́, mi ò ẹ gbọ́ ẹ má jẹ́ ká daṣẹ́rú lálẹ́. Wọ́n ti ní offering time. Gbogbo àwọn tèmi ń wò yìí ojú yín le, kò sí tí mo lè fi ṣe ọ́ṣà nù yín. Na mi trust kankan nù yín. Kò sí kankan tí mo máa gbé gbá ọ́ṣà lè lọ́wọ́ nínú yín. Let me quickly tell you this. I remember one time when Ryan Boki came to Ibadan. Samonda ni wọ́n ti ṣe ìsọjí yẹn, massive ìsọjí. So gbogbo ala lọ́bẹ̀, àwa náà là wá miracle. Gbogbo ala lọ́bẹ̀ yẹn. Rámọ tójú mi rí. I think the last day kò tiẹ̀ sí mọ́tò mọ́rin láti Samonda dé Ìwó Road. Ìyà ti jẹ mí o. But anyway, what happened is this. Tó bá ti di every night of the event, because open crusade ni. Tó bá ti pé offering time, wọ́n kàn máa announce ní pé ẹ jọ̀ọ́, blue bag la fi ń gba offering lónìí, because after a while they discovered that everybody tó wà níbẹ̀ náà ló di usher. They started with black bag. Tó bá ti ń gbọ́ everybody náà wọ́n á kàn yọ black bag jáde ni. Àwọn náà kàn ń gba owó, gbogbo tó bá gbà báyìí wọ́n máa so ọ̀rá lẹ́nu, wọ́n lọ nìyẹn. Àwọn tó wá sọjí nìyẹn, ṣe ní pólì everybody. Ẹ tó wá sọjí tó ń ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ gbàdúrà fún, tó nawọ́ sókè wípé òun fayé òun fún Jésù, tó jáde fún ọ́tàkọ̀. Tó bá ti pé offering òun náà di usher. Wọ́n ní blue bag lọ ń lè lénìí, wọ́n ti mú oríṣiríṣi colour bag dání. Àwọn náà máa yọ báàgì ni. Wọ́n ń gbà kiri ni, àwọn náà di usher ni. Wọ́n bá ti gbà tán báyìí wọ́n so ọ̀rá lẹ́nu, ilé yá. Ọmọkùnrin dá fún poverty. So ẹ jẹ́ kí èmi náà lo method yẹn lálẹ́ yìí. I can't trust any one of you láti bá mi gba offering fún ara mi. I will conduct the service and I will do ushering myself. Màá wá gba owó fún ara mi. So ẹ jẹ́ ẹ filẹ̀, mo máa gba owó fún ara mi. But kí n tó ṣe yẹn, ẹ jẹ́ n kọ́kọ́ fún yín ní àwọn ìwàásù náà. Have you noticed when you go to church, they do offering before sermon? Ìyẹn ni pé pay before service. Tẹ́lẹ̀ bá ti gbọ́ wàásù tán báyìí, á dìde ó lọ nìyẹn. But èmi ò ní ṣe yẹn. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n kọ́kọ́ fún yín ní mẹ́sẹ̀gì náà. Ní tó bá wá wù yín, kẹ́ wá fún mi. Kẹ́ wá fún mi. Right. From all I've said so far, there is something that is prevalent, or there is something that you can highlight, and that is, it's all about acquisition. From everything I've said so far, from all the factors that are linked to happiness, they are all about acquisitions. Adding, getting more, achieving this, attaining that, getting that, going there, becoming this, becoming that. That is the state that we have linked to our happiness. But if you want to truly be happy, don't seek happiness in terms of pleasure or acquisitions of good stuff of life. If you want to be truly happy, don't seek happiness in terms of, I need to get this, I need to become that, I need to reach this, I need to be this, I need to be that, I need to be that. Seek happiness by cutting out the irrelevancies cutting out the unnecessary things in your life, leaving only the essentials. If you seek happiness in terms of acquisitions, in terms of getting, in terms of becoming, in terms of attaining, in terms of getting, in terms of this, that, you can never find happiness. My sister, it's not contentment, yo. Ẹgbọ́n mi dáadáa, it's not contentment, yo. If you seek in terms of all this pursuit and everything like that, you can never be happy. Because our wants are insatiable. We are never satisfied. We can never be satisfied. Enough can never be enough. We will always want and crave more. And this is the root of unhappiness. So, if you want to be happy, true happiness is about subtraction rather than addition. True happiness is about taking things out of your life than adding more to it. So, how do you know those things to subtract? You need to set up what I call a filtering system. A system that helps you to filter those things that I call unnecessary. To you, you think they are necessary. Because half of the time we are busy looking over our shoulder. Kí lẹni ti dà? Kí ló ti ní? Níbo ni wọ́n ti dé? Kí ni wọ́n ti ṣe? And you bring that to your own life to think, èmi náà láti ní nǹkan báyìí. Èmi náà láti dá nǹkan báyìí. Èmi náà láti débí. Èmi náà láti ní kíní báyìí. Before you know it, ó ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí sáré tí wọ́n rán ẹ̀. Ó ti gbé ẹrù tó wúwo jù ẹ́ lọ. O ò ní sinmi mọ́. Wọ́n ní dúró sí ìbẹ̀rù sí fẹ́ni tó gbódó mì. My sister said something here. Monks, please, are monks happy? Because I think that's the last hope. Right. When we talk about monks, do you know one thing that is so evident in their life? Is that minimalistic lifestyle they adopt. Every single day of their life, they attempt to take something out rather than add more. What you don't know is, by reducing, you become lighter. And the lighter you become, the higher altitude you can reach. Many of us are too heavy. Láṣẹ lè gbéra. Àti wúwo jù. You can't fly when you are heavy. You need to shed. The lighter you become, the higher altitude you can attain. We are heavy. Gbogbo nǹkan tá a gbèrú ló ń weigh wa down. Gbogbo unrealistic target tá a set fúnra wa ló ń bayé wa jẹ́. Gbogbo àdà ló jẹ́ kẹ́lòmíì kó sóko parun. True happiness is about subtraction rather than addition. And how do you subtract? You set up what I call a filtering system. How does the filtering system works? It's quite simple, but it requires you to be really, really honest with yourself. You need to sit yourself down, free from any kind of distraction. I do it. Mo máa ń ṣe staff meeting. Many times I'm walking around the house, I'm conversing, talking. Mo lè ti kọjá lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ madam wa ní, who are you talking to? Are you on the phone? Mani, no. You are talking to yourself? Èmi káwọn bá mi pe ọ̀gbẹ́ni ṣé ìṣe ń po tí ń lọ báyìí. I'm constantly scrutinizing myself. How can I get better? What do I need to change? What do I need to add? Báwo mo ṣe léyìí tí mi ṣe dáadáa, decision tí mo make yẹn kò make sense. I'm all constantly critical of, steps and decisions and choices that I make. So, you need to be in this mood where o bọ́ṣọ lára ara ẹ, and I don't mean literally pé kó lọ jókòó sí òwò because ìyẹn ò dá nǹkan kan. You need to empty your heart, naked your mind. Be honest with yourself. Kí ni mo fẹ́ gan láyé? Kí ni mo fẹ́ gan láyé? What are those things that are important to me? You have no business with nobody now. Kò sí tó kàn pẹ̀lú neighbor àbí next person to you. It's you now. You are in search of something. So when you now come up with those things will now form the core of your life. There will be the foundation upon which you build things on. There will be the gateway that filters your decisions and choices. So, for example, come on, be mo kàn sọ fàbú. Let me use myself as an example. So, I sat myself down. I asked myself, 2018 ni mo ṣe lè. Or leading 2018. Kí ni nǹkan tó important fún mi gan? And that was after I had my last setback. And before I decided, say, I'm fair wash me or whatever, I just thought I was at the point where I need to press a reset button. Family, religion, my own life, work, boom, I need to just press a reset button and start again from the scratch. Iṣẹ́ ti dàrú. But this time around, gbogbo tí mo ti ń kọ́bọ̀ láti 2014, 2016, 20, now I need to apply them. So I was making this decision now in 2018. So, number one, I told myself, I need to own my time. It's so important to me. Tí ìbá ń ṣe wípé I have a family and I need to do school run in the morning, ìṣẹ̀dá mi kò ń ṣe ìṣẹ̀dá tó máa ń jí before 10 o'clock. I don't function well in the morning. I don't. So, and jí ní 6 o'clock at 5:30 and sáré bọ́ sí bathroom wọ́n múra and sáré labours and lecture and ṣe kìíní kan yẹn. Nah. Kò bá ìpín mi mu. Mi ò rí owó tẹ́ fẹ́ sọ fún mi ní ibi iṣẹ́ tí mò ń lọ yẹn. I can never be happy. I can never be happy. All the time I was working, the way I was living my life, ó kàn dàbí pé ọ̀kan jókòó síbi kan ó wá mú remote control dání. Ó wá ń tẹ ayé mi. Wake up. Go and bath. Go to bathroom. Go and catch bus. Go to work. Break time. Go back to work. Go home. Eat. Go to bed. Báyé mi ṣe rí nìyẹn. I wasn't in control of nothing. Events were dragging me here and there. I can't decide anything of my own. Ilé ò rọgbọ, ìta ò rọgbọ. Everything was just all over the place. And then the work I go to do, their routine. The money is fixed. No, that is not me. From my self-discovery, I realized that no, I'm a free being. I'm kind of a roaming spirit. I like to run things my own way. Even if I have to work for you, you just need to let me know what you want me to do and leave me to do it the way. Result in kí wọ́n kàn máa retí. Don't give me the process. Just give me what you want to achieve and let me do it my way. Process tó fẹ́ fún mi ó lè jẹ́ pé 3 days ló máa take. Mo lè jókòó kí n understand nǹkan tó fẹ́ ṣe kí n lè ṣe tán in 3 hours and go do something else. I get bored easily. I get bored of things. I get bored of people. I get bored of. That's why my design tí n bá ti ṣe kan tán bá immediately n bá ti gbé jáde, I've lost the excitement and everything. I'm thinking of something else. I'm spontaneous. I need to make decisions now. I need to do this. Then also I need to now consider that I have a family. I have kids. I want to be in their lives. They need the care and attention of a parent. I can't do this if I don't own my time. I have so many things I want to put into my day, but somebody has taken it away from me from 9 to 6 at a fixed fee of fixed wage. And I can't do nothing about it. While I'm in that place, I have to do everything that person asked me to do. Even while I have nothing to do, I have to just be staring at my screen. Orí mi ò dẹ̀ dúró, àjẹ́ ò dẹ̀ jẹ́ ń sùn. Gbogbo ẹ̀dẹ̀ wà ń bẹ́ẹ̀ bá jẹ́ pé all the time báyìí mo kàn. Orí mi máa ń ṣiṣẹ́ bí aago ni. I need to own my time. I need to be able to run my race and my life the way I want it. Tó bá wù mí, mo lè sọ pé aago méjì mo tó fẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ dé mi lénìí. Bá dẹ̀ wù mí, mo lè sọ pé 7 o'clock ni màá sùn. Lóru àbí láàárọ̀ ọjọ́ kejì. I need to be individualistic with my life. At the end of the day, whoever controls your time, control your life. So, I picked that one, number 1. So, bàtí mo ti rí pé yẹn kọ́ ni. Ìyẹn ló wá jẹ́ focus pé okay, mo fẹ́ wáṣẹ́ mi, irú iṣẹ́ ò máa wá tó fit irú kíní. What kind of work can I get that will fit into this, that will make me own my time? So I can earn and at the same time, I own my time. And I can distribute that time across all the things that I do and the family and everything like that. Second thing, so it wasn't easy to make such a decision. You have to think so deep. And sometimes The choices that will stare at you in the face are things that wàá wá ní pé èmi báwo irọ́ o kí n wá lọ ṣe irọ́ mi ò lè ṣe. But look, you have to get to that point where survival should be your focus, not what people will say, not what your brain has already conditioned or formed. Survival, at this point, survival should be your focus. If you can't survive, you can't be happy. Wàá máa lé ní òní bá. Nǹkan gbogbo tó ń lé yẹn kò sí survival ẹ̀ ń bẹ̀. So you get to a point where the choices that offers you what you need are not the choices you would ordinarily go for. But you have to make decisions. Your focus should be, look, this is my call. This is what will give me what I want. This is what will give me what I want, and I don't care. This is as long as I can achieve this. So that call filters every other option, because tó bá ti ń wá tó bá ti ń rí pé lè ń dá ìpadà sípò tó fẹ́ lọ yẹn ni ó máa yọ gbogbo àwọn options yẹn kúrò. A máa yọ gbogbo àwọn options yẹn kúrò títí wàá fi rí. You'll be left with options that only offers you what will give you true happiness. Your happiness cannot be like the happiness of the next person, because in 10 years, tó máa mẹ́ni happy ọ̀tọ̀ náà ni. So each person has to figure out this cause of their life. Vis-a-vis those three elements I mentioned at the beginning. Good life, pleasant life, and what was that third one? Good life, pleasant life, and meaningful life. Before now, I do share stuff on social media, right, and things like that. And I know people have suggested doing shows to me, all these things that I just turned down. When Yeti's Kitchen came with this offer, it matched my meaningful life, because I love to do this. I love to share what I know. I love to help people out of their situation. Things that have happened to me in the past that I question, why are these things happening to me? And what I always get back is that, look, they're happening to you because you need to point people in the direction that they should go when they find themselves in this situation. And you can't do that if you have not gone through the path before. I believe if people know better, they will make better choices. So I live for this. Even without doing shows or whatever thing like that, I get random people who just say they are led to just call me and have a chat with me. I meet common people every single day of my life that I've never known before. They connect with the energy and I just say the right stuff to them. So when Yeti's Kitchen brought this, it matched a part of my life. It's rewarding as well. And I have the time to do it. Tí bá wà níbi iṣẹ́ èèyàn kan, mi ò lè ṣe léyìí. Because báyà máa ti lọ látàárọ̀, mo lè má ti wọlé gan, kò sí time. But when I own my time, I can do whatever I want. To the fullest, I can pour. Look, the aspect of me that I've not even discovered in terms of my creativity and things like that. But it's only when I have that time that I can pour myself into it. When the time is not there, I can't. Sometimes in the house, if they've noticed, my dad would know. But alone will notice. I just go around in the house like maybe I'm even deaf and dumb. Because half of the time a lot is happening in my head, but there's so much distraction around me in the home. The kids, the wife, the this, the that, and everything like that. I don't have that luxury of time to be alone, to be able to do certain things. And that's why you see several creative people, many of them don't have family. Because it's difficult to have a partner that can cope. It's difficult. You see that many of them have relationships that are broken down. Many of them don't realize this earlier and they don't even get into any relationship. Because it's difficult. It's difficult. You are wired differently. So my sister here made a valid point. Understanding your personality type is a key. It's not just also important, it's key. Self-discovery. Only happiness is jókòó lé lórí. Self-discovery. Ni happiness is jókòó lé lórí. Half of the time, the happiness you are pursuing is somebody else's happiness. It's not your own happiness. Ẹlòmíì ló ń wò. Àwọn kan ló fẹ́ pẹ́pẹ́. Ó ti ń ṣe àwọn kankan tí ò work. Ó dẹ̀ yẹ kó o party. But torí what people say, ego and everything like that, ó dẹ̀ ń tọ́jú ara ẹ̀, ó dẹ̀ ń pọ́nra ẹ̀ lójú. Self-discovery is the first thing. Only happiness ìjókòó lé lórí o. You must be able to bring out those three elements. Kò mọ core of your life. Those things will now form the filtering gateway of your decisions. Tó bá fi nǹkan kan lò ẹ́, tí o bá ti bá àwọn kìíní tó set yẹn mu, kìíní yẹn ó máa expunge ẹ ni. I reject ẹ. Ó dàbí àwọn tó ń kọ computer programming, coding ni. When they code, wọ́n ti fi àwọn questions yẹn síbẹ̀. If kìíní kan is A, if it's yes, go to D, kìíní kan. If it's no, refuse this. Wọ́n ti fi kìíní yẹn síbẹ̀. So that's how the system works. You need to set up that system for yourself. You need to set it up. So òní máa sáré eléré, òní máa gba ọ̀nà ọlọ́nà, òní máa ṣiṣẹ́ oníṣẹ́. Christianity came, religion came. Gbogbo nǹkan tó yẹ ká mọ̀ nípìnlẹ̀ ayé wa, wọ́n gbà dànù lọ́wọ́ wa. Back in the days, àwọn bàbá yẹn máa ń wo nǹkan tó ń pè lákọ̀ṣẹ̀jayé. They know everything about you. Iṣẹ́ ò lè yẹ kó ṣe, ta lè yẹ kó fẹ́, bó lè yẹ kó gbé, kí lè yẹ kó mọ̀. You have your data downloaded for you. And when you follow these things, avoid things you should avoid, do what you should do. Tó bá yẹ pé ìṣáná lásán ló ń tà, you will be prosperous and you will be happy. But wọ́n sọ pé oògùn là ń ṣe, a gbọ́dọ̀ lọ wo orú nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn mọ́. Àyà kúrò ń díẹ̀. Wọ́n ní calm down. Ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn ó dà pé mo tiẹ̀ ti bọ́ṣọ gan báyìí. Torí dà pé ó ti ń dé point kan lára mi tó ti ń gbóná lára mi. Because I know what I'm talking about. Mo mọ̀ bójú ṣe pọ́n mi nígbà tí mi mọ àwọn nǹkan tó yẹ kí n mọ̀. Mo mọ̀ bí mo ṣe dààmú because of ignorance. So, self-discovery. Set up a filtering system by knowing who you are. What are the cores of your life? It won't match the next person. If some people knew this, maybe they wouldn't even have married the partner they got married to. Because wọn ò mọ́ra wọn gan. At the end of the day, ó kó tìyàn kan. Ó fẹ́ tán. Ó discover rẹ̀ wọ́n náà discover rẹ̀ wá rí pé ọmọ òun fẹ́ lọ Sókótó ilé ìfẹ́ lọ Àkúrẹ́. Báwo la ṣe wá máa ṣe báyìí? Ṣé kí n kọ́kọ́ lọ Sókótó kí n dé irọ́ Sókótó jìnnà o? Nígbà ló máa tó dé kí n tó lọ Àkúrẹ́ rọ́ o. Jẹ́ kí n máa ó kà kó kú lọ lọ́tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀. Ibi tí problem wà nìyẹn. Mismatch. People are in relationships that they are not happy. But wọ́n jókòó síbẹ̀ because kí làwọn èèyàn sọ. Kí làwọn èèyàn sọ. Give me a minute, please. So, you need to come to this point where you can filter things out of your life. You might come up with options that are not convenient, that are not, what you would choose. But, that's what you are left with. Follow them, that will lead you to another path. The time I made that decision, Yeti's Kitchen was not in the picture at all. At all. But I could accommodate the offer. I could accommodate the offer because mo ti dé point tí mo ti tí ayé ti wà fún nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀. If it was a few years back, I would have turned it down. And then my sister here mentioned something and say, how do we monetize our personality type? Now the cocoa with the money, then one can afford to own your time. Okay, very good. After I realized that my time is my worth, I stopped using it anyhow for people. My sister before, gbogbo ẹ̀bùn tí mo ní, àwọn èèyàn sọ di pure water ni. Wọ́n lò bọ́n ṣe fẹ́ ni. Tí mi ìjèrè kankan. God bless you. Thank you. À ń gbádùn yín o. Àwọn nǹkan tí mò ń gbà nìyẹn. Ojú dẹ̀ ń pọ́n mi. Ìyà dẹ̀ ń jẹ mí. But after I realized that, look, your time is your worth. What you can acquire by using that time is what you will use to sort out your life. Now you want to own your time. Own it. And what does that time brings back to you? So, when you approach me now for anything that requires my time, ó máa bá bíìlì dé. Ẹni tí màá lo time fún lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́, á jẹ́ ẹni tó mọ iyì ẹ̀. That knows the worth of my time. Ajẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀, ẹ ra fi mí lẹ̀ bí mo ṣe wà. So things will come along if your situation is similar to mine now. Once you have set up that system, then body bá ti wá nísìnyí tó ń jà lórí mi ní pé okay, kí ló máa ná mi, kí ni mo máa get. Màá rí epo sọ́kọ̀ ń gbà mí, màá lọ, màá ṣe everything. God bless you lásán ló máa gbọ́. But the moment you come up with, an estimate, báyìí ni o. A lot of people máa tiẹ̀ kọ́kọ́ kúrò ní ayé ẹ̀ náà. Because that happened to me. I stopped getting all these relevant invites and, ayé mi ti ọ̀kan nísìnyí náà. Then I'm able to apply my time to things that I desire. Ó dẹ̀ máa ṣe àwọn nǹkan míì tó jẹ́ pé it doesn't bring a return now, but it fulfill some purpose. So during the lockdown, I taught myself animation, and I came out with like a Yoruba instruction manual. I put them on YouTube. People are benefiting. Research students in America, they're sending me messages of how the materials that help them. I get them all the time. Kò yọwọ́ ṣùgbọ́n fulfill party mi kan. Now, only if I can have the courage to start charging for my time when I consult for people, maybe that would, also be another means of earning for me. But I haven't come to terms with that yet. Because I don't think I want to profit from other people's misery. I just need to be able to, help people out, share my knowledge and everything like that. And that's it. Rather than say, mo di consultant, tí mo wá ń gba owó kan tó lè bá mi sọ̀rọ̀ and things like that. So for now, I offer my time, I listen to people, and I talk to them. I share whatever word I am led to give to them, and they leave my presence, or they leave the phone better, relieved. I feel fulfilled. Maybe not monetary wise, but another state of mind, feel fulfilled. But I can only do this because I own my time. Bá wà níbi iṣẹ́ èèyàn kan àbí tán dé mọ́lẹ̀ níbì kan, mi ò lè ṣe. Màá ní ẹ má ara mi lè sọ̀rọ̀ báyìí. Bàtà mi máa fi sọ̀rọ̀ gan, orí ti gbóná, mo ti ń bínú already. Kò sọ̀rọ̀ máa ń gbá mo wà in mood. But because I own my time, I can accommodate as much things as I can. So that is one thing I did. Second thing I discovered about my life is that I hate stress. Maybe I should scream this very loud. I hate stress. Mo understand. Anything tó bá máa stress me, mo kàn rí wípé I don't want it. I do not want it. Stress? No. Don't just stress my life. So I don't care what money you want to bring. Tí iṣẹ́ tó fà gbé fún mi bá ti rí pé stress wà nínú ẹ̀, màá ní kó máa lọ àti iṣẹ́ àtowó ẹ̀ ni. I don't want stress. I don't argue with people. Bá ti share opinion tèmi, tó bá ní báyìí ni, màá ní okay ni. Wàláì tàláì, I don't argue. Mi argue. Mi ń dá sọ̀rọ̀ tán bá pè mí sí. Ọ̀rọ̀ tó bá fi lọ̀ mí ni. Wọ́n bá máa sọ lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ mi báyìí, màá ṣe bí pé mi gbọ́ ni. Until you bring me in. Why they bring me in? I will only contribute to the limit of into kàn mo dẹ̀ move on. Bùkátà tó ju tèmi lọ tẹ́ bá gbé wá, màá sọ kalẹ̀ padà fún yín ni. Mi ò ń ṣaláàrù. Whether leadership, whether financial, whether whatever. Don't just stress me. Even in the house, I used to tell my kids, wàhálà tẹ́ lè dáyanjú fúnra yín ni kẹ́ ẹ dálẹ̀ o. If you break things or destroy things and you know you can't fix it yourself, don't break it. Don't cause me stress. I don't want stress. So if you're going to you need me for something, I'm going to use my time or whatever thing, please tell me in advance. Let me know and put you along the line. But just jumping on me at last minute or whatever thing like that, you are stressing me. Òun da gbogbo plan mi because tí n bá máa fi jí láàárọ̀, mo ti plan bí mo ṣe fẹ́ rin gbogbo ìrìn àjò ayé mi. Mo ti plan everything. So if I'm going to alter anything, it disrupts a lot of other things. Because most times, the way I function, everything I link to everything. This is the aspect of me that wants order. The first aspect, I create my own, plan but this aspect, I want everything to be organized. This is the second part of me now. Mo máa ń tò nǹkan mi, mo máa ń mọ ibi tí mo fi nǹkan mi sí, tí n bá díjú mo lè mú nǹkan mi gbogbo kiri nínú ilé. But when I check my hand and I can't find it there, you are stressing me because kí lẹ débẹ̀ fún. That tells you to the tiniest details tí mo fún life for me. Because mo ti rí àwọn nǹkan tó máa ń push me to the edge. I don't want to get to that point anymore. I don't want to. It's a terrible place to be. For those who haven't been to that point, it is a terrible place to be. Orí ló ń yọ̀yàn. Not many people get to that point and not get tipped over the edge. Not many people. Orí ọ̀fẹ́ mo rí gbà. Especially tó bá ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí gbọ́ ohùn. You start hearing voices tó ń sọ nǹkan tó máa ṣe fún ẹ, you are gone. You are gone. I was at that point. So it's a place that I would never want to get to anymore in my life. So mo láti jókòó kí n wo àwọn nǹkan tó tip mi débẹ̀. So the only target that I set for my life, the simplest target I set for my life is just survival. Ṣẹ́gun, just survive. Just survive. Every other thing that you can achieve after that, additional. So kí n wá fẹ́ kún torí mo fẹ́ ṣe nǹkan báyìí, mi ì ṣe mọ́. I let life and my own choices and decision work hand in hand so that ayé mi á lè lọ lẹ́sọ̀. I have people that will call me, make suggestions, this and that. Màá gbọ́ wọn o, kì í ṣe pé mi ò gbọ́ wọn o, mo máa gbọ́ wọn. Ṣùgbọ́n I always remind myself that they are talking from their own point of how they have set up their own life. I don't need to take it on board. Otherwise, I will stress myself out. Factors táwọn mú mọ́ra wọn tán fi come up with that solution, I don't know. Ìrànlọ́wọ́ tán ní tán fi lè ṣe nǹkan tán ṣe yẹn, I don't know. Wọ́n dẹ̀ lọ́mọ tí ò bá níyà ìlégbò ẹ̀yìn. I should know my capability, ability, resources, and work my life around those three things. Èèyàn ìgbẹ́rù tó wúwo jùlọ. Even when you are using machinery that lift heavy stuff, gbogbo ẹ̀ ló ní capacity. Wọ́n sọ fún yín pé caterpillar yìí o bó ṣe tóbi tó yìí o 320 kg ló lè lift. Tó bá lọ fi lift 400 àti watch caterpillar yẹn àtẹrù yẹn gbogbo yín máa wó dànù ni. Because you have stressed that caterpillar beyond what it can handle. Many of us are stressing ourselves and stretching ourselves beyond limit. Until you reverse this, lè nísìnyí o. You can never be happy. Òun láti lọ jókòó kó lọ wo àwọn nǹkan tó máa yọ kúrò. Tó bá jẹ́ relationship ló ń stress ẹ, lọ yọ kúrò. Tó bá jẹ́ iṣẹ́ ló ń stress ẹ, lọ yọ kúrò. Tó bá jẹ́ àwọn financial kinní kan ló ti responsibility kan ló ti lọ tọwọ́ ẹ̀ bọ̀ tó fẹ́ pín in lẹ́mìí, lọ yọ kúrò. Tó bá jọ́ rẹ̀ ló ń stress ẹ, lọ yọ kúrò. Happiness is about subtraction rather than addition. You don't add more, you shed weight. It's when you shed weight and you are light, òun ló lè gbéra o. When you are heavy, you are always unhappy. Because it's one thing after one thing after one thing. It's like it's a never-ending issue. You need to be shedding. Òun láti máa yọ àwọn kankan kúrò. So these are the two things I set up as filtering system of my life. Anything that will take my time away from me, Igbo. Má dẹ̀ máa lo time mi, máa béèrè nǹkan tó máa mú padà wá. Tí ò bá ti mú kankan padà wá, Igbo. Ẹ mú nǹkan kan wá ẹ fi lọ̀ mí ká ṣe nǹkan báyìí bá ti rí pé stress ni, Igbo. Bá rí pọ̀ rẹ̀ kan fẹ́ ni mí lára all the time ní bó ṣe ń gbé life tiẹ̀, ó máa kó bá mi, Igbo. So that helped me a lot. I'm not saying this is all. I'm just sharing my own life. What I have done so far to come to this point. Managing the triggers. Self-discovery to know who I am and what are the causes in my life. What are the things that once you tamper with it, ó máa dá nǹkan rú fún mi. Those are the things you should set as gateway that will filter nonsense out of your life. Happiness, true happiness, only comes by removing, not by adding. And you can only remove by knowing who you are. When you know who you are and what matters to you in life, you use that to build your life. When you can do this thing, wàá rí yàtọ̀ nú ayé. Ayé lè má bá tàwọn ẹlòmíì mu o. It doesn't matter because ó ká kù dáyé wá lọ́tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ ni. It won't match other people's life because your choices are different from theirs. And that's why you see the monks that my sister mentioned earlier. They have less possession, but they are the happiest people on earth. Ṣùgbọ́n àwa tá ń nílé, tá ń nítàn, tá ń níṣe, àwa happy ànẹ́sẹ̀. Àwọn ò ní kankan, but they are happy because they are constantly shedding. Their life, they simplify it. Wọ́n simplify it to the ìtọ́ need nìkan ni wọ́n keep. Lórí show yìí, we've treated how to like remove kí ni topic yẹn náà? Mo ti gbàgbé ẹ̀, you know? Mo ti gbàgbé topic yẹn, but we treated it very recently. How to take things out of your life that you don't need. It's not everything that you need. Decluttering, bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ẹ ṣe ìyá mi á dá fún yín. Decluttering. You need to declutter your life. Àwọn èèyàn ti torí bọ̀ gbogbo nǹkan tí ẹ̀ kan torí bọ̀ gbogbo. Ayé wọn kàn dàbí jàǹkárí bọ̀ ṣe gbọ́n lé kúrò ní mí ń kọ́ wọn, wọn ní sinmi. Òun láti wá ìsinmi fúnra ẹ̀. And láti wá ìsinmi yẹn kan, it is first of all self-discovering. Who are you? What matters to you? What do you want? Ìyẹn wàá fi set life wẹ̀. Tó bá ti set ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn inú ọ̀nà tí gbogbo nǹkan máa gbà wọnú ayé ẹ̀ ló kó àwọn kinní yẹn sí. Wọ́n mọ tí ò yẹ kó wọlé, wọ́n mọ tó yẹ kó wọlé. And to do this, you will not be emotional about it, because tó bá ti ń wà emotional about it, gbogbo ẹ̀ wà tó máa gbà àánú ẹ̀ dẹ̀ ń ṣe mí o. Ọlọ́run ò ní kinní kan, àánú ẹ̀ dẹ̀ ń ṣe mí kinní kan. Ó láti ṣe ọkàn lé. You need to be strong-willed. You need to be strong-minded to be able to do these things. You weed things out. Like you go into your wardrobe, you see certain things. Aṣọ yẹn ò like you kò wúlò fún ẹ mọ́, ṣùgbọ́n ó kàn wà emotionally attached to it ni. But ó kàn occupy space níbẹ̀ yẹn ni. Ọ̀ntìgbà tó bá lè ṣe ọkàn ẹ lé pé you know what, go. Mi ò wọ ẹ́ kò tó kí ló ń dúró ṣe. Do that and see how light you will become. See how you will be changing. See the decisions you will be making from then on. See how sharp you will be in terms of, making decisions, making choices, doing things. See how individualistic you will be in your walk in life. Nǹkan ò ní wù ẹ́, nǹkan tẹ́lòmíì ní ò ní jọ ẹ́ lójú. Tó bá suggest nǹkan fún ẹ, ó ti ní answer tó máa fún ọ because tó ti mọ̀ bó ṣe tó ayé ẹ̀. Ẹ̀gbọ́n can bear me witness. There was a time we were having a discussion and he mentioned some things to me. And I said some things back to him. And I explained to him why I said it. Because what he suggested to me at that time, mo mọ̀ pé tí n bá take on board, stress ni mo gbà. And when I made my explanation to him, he said, "You are absolutely right." He said, "You're right," because he could see reason why I said it. So he could see things from my perspective. That doesn't mean pé àwọn tó gbèrú gbèsè yẹn ń pé wọ́n wrong. No, wọ́n wrong. Tó bá dẹ̀ wrong náà tó ń struggle díẹ̀, they will realize it themselves. But tèmi lèmi sọ. So, let me share the link so I can bring my sister on board briefly to share what she has to share. I believe there's something we have to learn from our story. Apologies, I know our time is fast spent, but look, this topic, I don't care how long I spend on it, because I know how much this thing is affecting a lot of people. And that's why you can see the passion behind my voice. You can't see me, but mo ṣe gesticulate, ṣe ló dà pé mo ń bá audience sọ̀rọ̀. You can see the passion behind my voice, because it's a critical issue. That if you get this, ayé máa nítumọ̀, wà lálàáfíà gan, wà ní àlàáfíà gan, So, let me quickly bring up the link. Yes, my sister, a busy baby. That's the link. You know how you do it. You've been on the platform before, so just click on the link, follow it, and join me in the studio. Share with us what you have briefly, and let's learn. Too many angles to this topic alone. We need to expand, sir. Please, if there are angles that you think are still like in the blind spot, ẹ láti jẹ́ kí n mọ̀, so that if we are coming back on the topic, it won't be like I'm repeating myself. So if you have questions, please drop them. So if I know that I'm coming back on the topic, it will be questions that I'll be answering. So if you have questions, if you have things that you feel you don't agree with, or I didn't touch, or I didn't explain properly, or me so dele, please, Emma, drop it so that I know those things that we will focus on if we have to come back part 2 on the show. To be honest, this is critical to every person. Look around. People who are happy, are they truly happy? Somebody is chasing a 40,000 pounds job, 40,000 per year job. Ó rí tán, ó tún ti ń lé oní 65, ó tún ti ń lé oní 70. Still náà, a ṣe máa ní wo, I don't even know jàre, kò sì wà happy náà. So tó ń lé yẹn kọ́ ibẹ̀ kọ́ ló fojú sí. Ó kàn ń lé yẹn torí pé nǹkan táwọn èèyàn sọ kó náà lè gbórí dìde ládùúgbò ń pé one of the big boy of London yẹn o, kọ́ máa náwó sí i tó bá park mọ́kò tó bá ṣe bá kó bá ṣe everything, but inú ibẹ̀ yẹn kọ́ ni happiness yẹn wà. Ìdùnnú onídùnnú ló ń lé. Tó bá dẹ̀ bá kò ní satisfy yẹn. Kai. My brother here said, when I was on student visa, I'm so I didn't get that. Time I go on holiday things, I was happy with my little money on 20 hours now as a nurse. I want to please everybody, but doing that stress me up now. I just please myself. I can't come and kill myself. That's it. You know? So when he was on student visa, he goes on holiday, he was happy, even though he was earning less. That's what my brother is sharing here. Even though he was earning less, he was happy. He was alone. He could pick his bag and say, you know what? Angola máa lọ lé ní o. Jẹ́ ń dé Turkey jẹun nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ní Turkey. Á dẹ̀ gbápò ẹ̀. Á dẹ̀ ra ticket. Á dẹ̀ lọ Turkey. Ṣe 3 days, 4 days, á dẹ̀ padà. I love to do that too. But I can't. Tá máa fọmọ mẹ́ta lẹ̀ fún. Tí màá ní mo gbápò mo lọ Turkey. Turkey bo, Turkey kọ chicken ni. Turkey kọ chicken ni. So I have to consider other things before I consider other things. Yes, my sister is here.
Hello.
Oh,
Gio, can you hear me?
loud and clear, and I believe
Oh.
people can hear you as well.
Okay, I'm glad.
What do you have for us briefly?
Okay, I put a comment in the post earlier on, and I said I'm on my 3rd degree and looking to go into my PhD.
Okay.
Okay, can you hear me now?
You know,
I put a comment
your
earlier
bedroom voice in your kuro.
ẹ má bínú. Rosé ló ń sọ̀rọ̀. Rosé mo kàn rán tajú díẹ̀ bá ṣe ń wo show yẹn.
Nǹkan tí ń balẹ̀ sára nìyẹn o.
Unnecessary nǹkan báyìí. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni òótọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ ni ó ná mi pàṣán burúkú ni. Ó hàn bọ̀ gan ni. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni, it's the second time that this has been mentioned today. Okay, I'll go straight to the point. I put a comment up
louder,
earlier
please.
on.
Louder, please.
Yep. I put a comment up earlier on at the beginning of the show that I'm on my 3rd degree and looking at going into PhD. In all of my time academically, me failure. And all of a sudden, one of my courses got pulled up for scrutiny. That they're going to scrutinize my work because, you know, they didn't give me a concrete reason. And for the first time, you know, when you're so confident that, I don't know if it was overconfidence or, you know, when you do something without thinking, okay, anything can go wrong. And for the first time, I started doubting myself that, okay, have I done anything wrong here? And that knocked my confidence for 6. It took me months. As in koto kere benye. Okay, fine. Worst case scenario, one go to. But me, but to say now, I felt the need to justify, to fight, and like, you know, put a case across, escalate and put in like grievance and whatever. And I said, "Bisi, in your melo lo fe baja. Why don't you take this as a lesson? Bó ṣe kéré tó yìí, nǹkan kékeré ni. What if you fail in bigger aspects in life? What if nǹkan tó ju eléyìí lọ tó bá ṣẹlẹ̀ sí nǹkan kékeré tó tó yìí ordinary course lásán? Wọ́n lọ fi tó scrutinize ẹ̀ ní. And it's knocked your confidence for 6 and you can't even pick yourself up in months." I felt cheated. But àìmọye àwọn tó ti cheat tó ti gbàbẹ̀ ló ń kọ́, àìmọye àwọn tó ti kú tó pé wọ́n rìn àrìn, Ọlọ́run má jẹ́ ká rìn àrìn fẹsẹ̀ sí. But you know what I want to take out of this is we all have different capacity. So ẹlòmíì nǹkan ńlá lè ṣẹlẹ̀ sí kó take it like a pinch of salt. Ẹlòmíì nǹkan kékeré báyìí ìdààmú kínkínní báyìí ló máa dé bá fẹ́ pé ó máa disrupt gbogbo ilé ayé ẹ̀ ni. Everything will now stop. But I learned a valid lesson from that. Mo dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé it's preparing me for a bigger place. Like this is to humble you. If you think you're so good that nothing can knock your confidence, try this. Gbogbo bàbá ṣe ń gbé ẹsẹ̀, gbogbo bàbá ṣe ń ṣe nílé ayé. Let us be humble. Because sometimes overconfidence can make us feel untouchable. It gives us this false sense of like, I have arrived. I can conquer everything. But and then what? And then what? And I think post-pandemic and everything and being a nurse and, seeing so many people pass away, it just kind of, to say that I haven't struggled mentally would be a lie. I just have a bubbling character and I have a way of like putting up a facade to cover up my mental struggles. I'm the happy-go-lucky person that everybody comes to. I'm auntie Emila and at that point, I learned to start reflecting on my own personal health. What is important and what in Kotoba Woto Balegbi, Bejule. Bele, Tisha Obashe, Besele, Tobaro mortgage song of Park, Pakusewa for Nigesi. Osa son taxi and Kijaba Mason Yoku. Kabete, Banki go, Koto Balela Wegon, or do majors or do meta, what to pick up her pada. Thank you very much for actually touching on this topic. As in, I know there are other people out there that this might actually, touch in one way or the other that might not necessarily be the topics we've actually addressed today. It could be relationship, it could be siblings, it could be financial, it could be health. Because answer on power, elomi le what only in health condition. Tio secure phone. In your last one go phone are otito depression. It could be anything. I can't say what is big for me might necessarily be big for you. So thank you very much for tonight. I'm glad that we really touched on it. And one other thing, I would like to say thank you to Yeti's Kitchen and Yeti Tabai. Thank you. And one thing I appreciate about this show is, as much as we have fun and we talk about, all these other things, we talk about real life issues and how to be a better version of ourselves. So thank you very much. We're all here marking register. I want to baleti. Bí àwọn ẹ̀gbọ́n mi kan tí mi ní dárúkọ mo mark register. Tó bá ti the end of the year, tá bá ṣe prize giving day, mo máa tó máa gba gift for them. Àwọn tí ò ní gba gift. Ẹ wá bá.
Àwọn náà gbọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn.
Èmi ni appointed usher, yeah. Tá bá ti parí ìsìn ẹjọ́. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n, I'll sọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́yìn service, sir. All right, thank you everyone. Have a good evening. Yeah, bye.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you, my sister, for sharing that. And then my sister here made an important point. She says sometimes we need to fail to demystify our Superman tendencies. Now, very good. What I need to add is this. What my sister said tonight also happened to me. So when I was in uni, there was a time I was writing an assignment and I failed to submit part of the reference. Not all. When I was submitting it, by mo ṣe mistake láti attach àwọn part kan. So just few parts were not there. And because of that, I got pulled up for plagiarism. Faced the panel, even got one of my lecturers to write in only assignment kó tó submit and stuff like that. But even at that, I was suspended for 1 year, one session. So I was told, you can attend class, you can do whatever, but you can't write exams and you can't submit assignment. So mo ń wò báyẹn pé báwo kí ló tún wá ṣẹlẹ̀ báyìí, báwo gbogbo ẹ̀ tẹ̀ ṣe wá ń rí gan and stuff like that. But I continue to flow up with it. Now, when I was in my final year and I was writing my dissertation, anytime tí n bá ti submit, báyà mo submit chapter 1 kí wọ́n review báyìí, the next message I will receive from the admin or whatever ni wípé kémi má gbàgbé o that I'm on my final warning o. If I get picked up again, I would forfeit all my degree and everything. Just like my sister said, my confidence was shattered. Kò sí nǹkan tí mo lè kọ́ màmá wa pé àti ẹ̀mọ́ nǹkan tá a tún wá kọ́ gan báyìí. Every time it was fear. Now, that was going on. Then it got to a point tó jẹ́ pé tí n bá sùn báyìí, I'll find myself back home in Nigeria. Not only back home, gbogbo school uniform tí mo ti lọ ẹni mò ń wọ school uniform ẹ̀ ní kọ̀ọ̀kan. Anytime. Orun yẹn ò bá jẹ́ orun 1 minute, tó yẹ pé mo kàn wá ní bus, mo kàn doze off báyìí, mo ti wọ school uniform mi. I was like, no, this is not a good sign. Something is happening. Àbí bí làwọn people fẹ́ gbà mú mi ni. Ìtumọ̀ gbogbo eléyìí tó jẹ́ pé kíní. So I started going through all these things and stuff. Now, kí mo fẹ́ mú jáde ń bí ni wípé everything that happens in our life, ó nídìí o. There is a reason for everything. Even if it's negative, there is a reason for it. So we often view chaos as something bad. But in my own journey of life, I see chaos as that disruptive force pushing me into the next phase of my life. And I don't need to struggle with it. I just need to yield and let it carry me. That turbulence, you know me, when you allow the wave to just carry you, when you struggle with it, when you are flapping, when you are doing all this, you end up sinking or end up finding yourself where you shouldn't be, or you drown. When you ride on the wave and allow the wave to just carry you, toss you here and there, wow, uncomfortable, but you will end up, you just find yourself at the other side. So when we face difficult times, when we face this desperate moment, you need to stop fighting it and befriend the turbulence. You must understand that this desperate moment are teaching you something. They are telling you something. And you need to listen. Don't fight it. Farabalẹ̀. Kí ló fẹ́ ṣẹlẹ̀? That was what I did in my own case. So one day I just woke up. I said, you know what? Ibi tó fẹ́ gbà mú mi rè. Irọ́. I called the school. I asked them, going through the handbook, mo rí pé I've completed all the normal cumulative point I should complete to have my degree award. Wọ́n ní yes. Mo ní so mo ti graduate by wọ́n ní yẹn. Mo ní dissertation náà tí mò ń kọ́ wọ́n ní is for honours. Mo ní okay, honours lásán àbí wọ́n ní yẹn. Mo ní okay, no problem. Ẹ bá mú degree tí mo ti ṣe tán. Help me send the certificate. FTB yẹn lẹ̀. Only can put it into writing. I wrote the school, and they sent my certificate to me. Immediately I got it, I applied for my post-study work visa. Ladies and gentlemen, do you know the week that I submitted my application was the week that they cancelled post-study work visa, 2010. I was among the last set that got the post-study work visa kan tó cancel ẹ̀. Gbogbo ohun tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ sí mi, I could have overrun the time. Ìgbà tí n bá máa submit wá ní kò sí mọ́. Àlá tí mò ń bára mi lé yẹn ó máa padà wá ṣẹ. Because after you finish and there is no post-study work visa, palẹ̀ báàgì ẹ mọ́ kó máa lọ lé ni. Can you see, ladies and gentlemen, wípé gbogbo ohun tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ sí wa nílé ayé yìí ó nídìí o. And that 1 year that I was suspended also added to my time, to my length of stay, tí mo fi lè apply fún indefinite leave. Gbogbo ohun tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ sí wa ló nídìí o. We only need to be patient and calm down in those moments. Watching it keenly, paying close attention, because that thing is telling you something. But when you are busy fighting it, you will lose the message. But when you pay attention, you will see the message, that turbulence, that chaos, that unpalatable situation, that desperate moment is trying to tell you. Pay attention. I said earlier, gbogbo nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ sí mi ó pọ̀ débi pé mo bira mi jọ kan why me? Why me all the time? My sister said this again, and I'm able to bring an experience. So I know what she's feeling. But what is happening and why what happened, she will soon find out. She will soon find out. Òkùnkùn láyé yìí, àlejò làwa ọmọ èèyàn tó ń rìn nínú ẹ̀. Wọ́n dẹ̀ nílẹ̀ tí ò tójú àlejò ṣú, òkùnkùn ẹ̀ ṣòro rìn. Àlejò tá a bá ṣọ́ délé, òun nìkan ló ń délé láì farapa o. We need to be guided. We need to live our life, not looking at other people or using other people's guide. Today, everybody is finding followers on social media. Followers, where are you taking us? Follow me, follow you to where? Only 1.8 million followers. Rubbish ló wá ń sọ lórí social ló wá ń fi platform ẹ̀ fi sọ fáwọn èèyàn. Rubbish. Wàá kàn lanu, wàá kàn sọ nonsense. Ó dẹ̀ fi ń gbé nítorí ó jẹ́ celebrity after all. Àwọn fans yẹn love ẹ bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n follow ẹ to where? Many people are running. They focus on speed but no direction. So where are you running to? Just running. Speed. Má dá ilé, má ní ilé, má ní tọ̀hún, mo fẹ́ ṣe báyìí, mo fẹ́ ṣe tọ̀hún. Wọ́n ní direction. Wọ́n kàn sá lọ ni. And that's why many people's lives ended abruptly. Wọ́n kú pa ìtọ́jọ́. Àìsàn burúkú ṣán wọn mọ́lẹ̀. Wọ́n nísinmi. Torí wọn farabalẹ̀. Ìdùnnú onídùnnú ni wọ́n ń lé. Tán bá dẹ̀ ti bá, wọ́n á rí pé kì í ṣe tàwọn. Wasted effort. Ó bá béèrè ọ̀nà. Ó bá jókòó kó wádìí ara ẹ̀. Ta ni mí? Kí ni mo jẹ́? Kí ló jẹ mí lógún? And use that to build your life. When you are doing this, you will realize so many mistakes you've made. Some cannot be corrected. You live with it. Some cannot be reversed. You live with it. You come to terms with it. Akamara àgbélébù tó máa gbé. Gbogbo ọ̀la máa gbé àgbélébù o. But igi tó máa fi kàn, ìwọ ló máa yàn fúnra ẹ̀. Torí ẹlòmíì ó bá àgbélébù, igi formica ló fi kàn, plywood. Ló gbé tó ń lọ fẹ́fẹ́fẹ́fẹ́fẹ́fẹ́fẹ́. Ẹlòmíì ní kán bá òun gé igi mahogany, wọ́n tún sókè ẹ̀ sómi tó wú dáadáa. Òun ló fi kàn àgbélébù fẹ́lòmíì tó gbé. Ìwọ ló choose igi fúnra ẹ̀. These are the aggregate of your choices, decisions, and plans. Òun ló determine gbogbo àwọn nǹkan tó máa dojú kọ. Béèrè ọ̀nà o. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a very, very long night, and I think this is the longest we've been on the show. But ẹ má bínú, ó wọ̀ tẹ̀. Lọ́dọ̀ tèmi o, ó wọ̀ tẹ̀. Ó wọ̀ tẹ̀. Ó wọ̀ tẹ̀ o, lọ́dọ̀ tèmi. Because if you get this, púpọ̀ nínú ìṣòro ayé ẹ̀ ó níyànjú. Ó níyànjú. You cannot force it. Yeah, you can't. Gbogbo nǹkan ló lásìkò ẹ̀. Gbogbo nǹkan ló lásìkò ẹ̀. Gbogbo nǹkan ló lásìkò ẹ̀. I cannot even listen to my pastor this long. Now, this is what you call quality content. Well done, Gio. Hey, orí mi wú. Hey. Yay, orí mi wú. Tí bá ṣe tán kí n wá lọ bu nǹkan mú because mo ti pọ̀. Mo ti dà. Ara ti tù mí. Mo ti dà. I need to be replenished. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I would not want to take any much of your time. We've done solid 2.5 hours on this topic. And I believe if it's just one tiny something like this, you've gained on the show. If it's just one tiny something like this, I know you've gained on the show. But it's not just listening that matters. Please make effort to apply. Seek self-improvement all the time. Má wà lójú kan. Ìtàn bá ẹ wí fún ní 15 years ago, 30 years ago, má jẹ́ kán sì máa bá ẹ wí fún lórí ẹ̀ lẹ́ni náà. Tí ẹ change, gbéra. Jí má sùn. Jí. Dìde. All these things you've been hearing, apply something. Make effort. Take steps. Change something. If you don't change something, nothing will change. Má kàn máa gbọ́, má jẹ́ kẹ́rù bá ẹ. Yes, the situation is terrible, is scary. Yes. But ìwọ náà láti wò pé, you know what? Pátápátá là àfọ́jú kùmọ̀kùmọ̀ là dẹ́tẹ̀, ojú àfọ́fọ́tán ìjà ló ń dálẹ̀. This time and once and for all, ẹ jẹ́ ká yanjú ẹ̀. Dálẹ̀ kó tún ṣá. It will take time. I told you I've been on this journey since 2014. 2021 la wà, 7 years mo ṣe ń rìn. And I'm not stopping. I'm not stopping. Old knowledge, mundane stuff, gbogbo ẹni mo ń yẹ̀wò nǹkan kan tí mo every day ni mo ń wá nǹkan tí mo tún máa shed, every day ni mo ń wá nǹkan tí mo tún máa jùlẹ̀, every day ni mo ń wá nǹkan tí mo tún máa yọ kúrò, every single day, until I simplify my life such that kò sí nǹkan kan mọ́. My sister, that is the word. Be kind to yourself. Ben, oh my goodness. Ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ wúwo. Ṣàánú ara ẹ. Be kind to yourself. Just ṣàánú ara ẹ. Ṣàánú ara ẹ. Ask yourself, kí ló fẹ́? Kí ló wu ìṣẹ̀dá ẹ? Kí ló wu ìpín ẹ? Gbégbèsè láti ṣe fún. Fúnra ẹ nísinmi. Acquisitions, acquiring, adding won't make you happy. Look for things to remove. Àwọn nǹkan tó wà ńbẹ̀ yẹn gan ló ní ìdókòó ìbànújẹ́. Àwọn yẹn ni kò try láti yọ kúrò. Kò ń ṣe ẹ̀kan ló máa yọ wọ́n tán. Constantly ni wàá máa rí wọn yọ. O dẹ̀ ní gba other ones láyè láti wọlé mọ́. You are removing and you are not allowing new ones to come in. Because you've set the gateway that will filter those unwanted things out. You will see clarity. Ìrìn àjò ẹ máa yí ẹ. Gbogbo tó bá pè ẹ́ sí kọ́ ló máa yọjú sí. Gbogbo tó bá fi lọ ẹ kọ́ ló máa gbà. Gbogbo táwọn ìlú bá ń ṣe kọ́ ló máa ṣe. Inter success tẹ́lòmíì ní tí wọ́n ò tí ì ní kò ní bá ẹnu jẹ́. Wàá báwo yọ. That is the title of my new song, Bonireyo. Ma bonireyo, kírele kàn mí, ma bonireyo, kírele kàn mí, ma bonireyo. Tó bá ti mọ ìrìn àjò ẹ, tó bá ti mọ ohun tó fẹ́, gbogbo nǹkan oníkan ò ní máa wù ẹ́. You won't constantly be seeing yourself as a failure and be unhappy. Ẹni tí wọ́n ń wò bẹ́ẹ̀ ni kì í wòran o, bẹ́ẹ̀ ni o. Ẹni tí wọ́n ń wò kì í wòran o. Ẹni tí wọ́n ń wò kì í wòran. It's you that is talking. You think I have the kind of voice you have? Ẹ má jẹ́ ká tún lọ level yẹn. You sing God lóhùn yépa. Má jẹ́ ká tún lọ level yẹn, you know. So don't come and gbé mi mọ́ra for here. People, if you don't know, Yeti they sing gbàgbé. Very strong and powerful voice. Strong, as in very commanding voice. You know. Ẹ wo, ẹ jẹ́ máa lọ, ṣe ló ṣe ń bí pé kí n má lọ, you know, but kó má jẹ́ pé gbogbo yín máa bínú ẹ̀ ní wá next time mọ́. Torí òjò máa ń pààyàn wọlé kan lẹ́ẹ̀mejì. Ṣé má jẹ́ kí n dàbí adìyẹ tó ṣu sínú sáàsùn ọbẹ̀ tó ti gbàgbé pé ilé ìgbẹ̀yìn òun lòun ń bàjẹ́ yẹn. Tọ́ ẹ jẹ́ máa fèyí ṣe lọ. Thank you very much for joining me tonight. I really appreciate you for joining me tonight and for listening to me for over 2 hours. Ìbàjẹ́ ayé ò ní kàn yín o. Ayé yín ò ní dojúrú o. ọ̀nà àlà fún yín. My sister said we should have a clubhouse. Well, I was mi fa mi tiẹ̀ mọ̀ pé nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn happen, but when they brought it to my notice and I checked it out, mo rí pé àwọn tọ́lọ́run ti dá lóhùn ni wọ́n lè join ní clubhouse because orí Apple nìkan ló wà. Android lèmi ń lò. Mi ì lówó iPhone, so wọ́n dẹ̀ ṣe clubhouse orí Android, so that is why I'm not part of it yet, even though I don't know how it works still, but somebody told me about it briefly. Yeah, you should be on this place, blah blah. Kí ló tún jẹ́ clubhouse? Then they explained to me, and then but unfortunately it's only on Apple or iPhone alone or something like that. So Ọlọ́run á ṣe àwa náà dáadáa, a máa dé level yẹn. Èyí tí í ṣe títí dé Olúwa ràn wá lọ́wọ́. Ẹ ṣé mo dúpẹ́ o. Ojú ò ní tì yín o. Ojú àṣà kì í ríbi, bẹ́ẹ̀ ni tàwòdì kì í rọ̀rùn. Ojú yín ò ní ríbi àtọ̀ràn o. Ṣẹ̀kẹ̀rẹ̀ kì í bá wọn ròde ìbànújẹ́. Ẹ ní pàpéjọ ọ̀fọ̀. Gbogbo àpéjọ tá à ń pè yìí àpéjọ ayọ̀ ló máa jẹ́ o. Tọ̀tún tòsì lẹ́yẹlé fi ń kórè wọ̀lú. Ire ayọ̀ àti àlàáfíà yóò máa wọlé tọ̀ yín lọ́jọ́ gbogbo. Òkè òkè lẹ́yẹ ń fọhùn, ọ̀tún ọ̀tún lọ́jọ́ ń yọ. Lókè lókè lẹ́ẹ̀ máa wà o. Ṣẹ́gun oní clubhouse wà lórí Android kẹ̀. Mi ò mọ̀ o. Mo máa lọ yẹ̀ wò o. I'll go and check it. Màá fojú ara mi rí. I know you are a tech guru, so o lè fún mi lámbà, but jẹ́ lọ yẹ̀ wò. Thank you very much. Special thanks to Yeti Kitchen for putting together this wonderful show. Iléeṣẹ́ wọn ò ní jóná o. Wọn ò ní dáràn, wọn ò ní rí wàhálà o. Ọ̀nà á máa là fún wọn ní gbogbo ìgbà. Iléeṣẹ́ wọn á dẹ̀ máa gbòòrò sí. Thank you very much everyone for staying with me till this time. Ẹ ṣé gan o. Until next week when we meet again, thank you. God bless you and have a wonderful night. Ó dàárọ̀.